8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services.
Coke don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a mule.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
Better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. And you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt you. Better say it with your chest. Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's happening, everybody? What's going
happening?
on? How y'all doing?
What it do?
Loyal listeners, come on and check in with us. Let us know
What's
you're
going
here.
on?
How you doing, Marquise? What's going on, Nick? How are you doing tonight? Hey, Nick. Wrestle football. Tunes on top. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are blessed. We are blessed and highly favored. How about y'all? Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah. I hope y'all are doing well. Y'all, welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Friday Night Lights podcast show. So glad y'all decided to check in. It is a little past 7-ish, but we are here.
We are here.
To entertain you and to talk some Georgia football. What's going on, Mr. Block? Go Lee Trojans. Y'all got a big game this weekend. How you doing, Tick? How you doing? Y'all have a big game as well, Northeast and Dublin. That's going to be a barn burner. I do believe. Y'all be safe down there in the Shamrock Bowl.
I like Northeast. Heck nah.
I'm sure you know by now not to pay him any attention. Like, not none. Absolutely none. But we appreciate you guys for listening to us. Y'all come on in and check in. He said, I'm just glad to have football back in this area after the storm we had. Amen. Amen, Marquise. So glad y'all getting back to normal. And so in prayer for Central Florida at this time. Hurricane Milton is on his way, and they say he's a mean mofo. So, man, we're definitely praying for them. And for those who couldn't get out, Lord Jesus, just keep your hands all around them. What's going on, Mr. Ferguson? We appreciate you. Lincoln County is here. Thank you, Mr. Ferguson. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Miss Howard. Go Thomasville Bulldogs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, we have today, you know, we talk about on Mondays we do the recaps, and on Wednesday we talk about what's coming up on the weekend. So
what's coming up? It's some big games this weekend, babe.
Some really, really big games. Tick said he like cheese and crackers. Whatever.
I mean, I sound like Northeast. I said I like Northeast.
Basically, he telling you full of crap. It don't matter who you like. What's going on, Mr. Kinlow? Welcome to the podcast. Who you representing? Are you mad? Are you telling us who your mascot is? I don't know who that is. Let me know, baby. But welcome.
I don't know what that is.
Is them, are them the Atom Smashers?
I don't think so.
Mr. Hayek.
Oh, he's from Lincoln County. Welcome, Mr. Kinlow. Oh, he's a Red Devil. I get it. Okay. Well, welcome, Red Devil. We're glad to have you. Oh, he coaches at Lincoln County. Well, welcome, Coach Kinlow. We appreciate you joining us. We do. Oh, yeah. Y'all talk Friday night, win or lose. Well, listen up. Y'all may or may not see me on Friday evening. I'm just telling you now, sir.
You know, we're gonna leave that comment right there.
So just letting you guys know what's up.
That's fine. We just gonna leave that comment right there. We'll deal with it on Sunday.
What's going on, Mr. Daniels? Fairy Panther in the building. Congratulations on your win on Monday. So today we're gonna talk about what's going forward, and we have a special interview today. So y'all make sure that y'all stay here and tune in. What else I got? So what y'all doing?
Man, I'm sitting up here looking at this playoff projections. That's
Mr.
what I'm doing.
Smith, how you doing, Mr. Smith? You rank Clinch above Brooks, but pick Brooks to beat Clinch. That's surprising to you? It's just how the rankings fell. I mean, Brooks failed because they lost, but that doesn't mean that we don't think you could beat Clinch County or the Wizard. I mean, I ain't nothing to do with that.
No, we don't have. Oh, he talking about our rankings. Okay, I thought he was talking about the predictions. Okay.
Dang, what he talking about?
Okay, yeah, because I'm lost on that one.
He said he waiting on the Wizard. That's what he doing. What you did? What have you done? What Wizard? Where are you? And what have you done to Lincoln County? You got Mr. Ferguson waiting on you.
Man, ain't no telling what he did to these folks.
He's talking about our rankings. Well, I mean, we had y'all high in the ranking, but based on your current resume, you failed. That doesn't mean you can't come back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you had no business on Friday. You be back up.
And that's that on that. All right. What's going on, Obadiah? How you doing? Thomas County Central checking in. Mr. Butt says Brooks runs D2. Man run right and run left, wing enough, clinch. Okay, well, we'll see Friday. And if you win, the polls will reflect that. How you doing, Mr. Hurst? TCC checking in. What's going on with you? Okay. So at 8.
That is hilarious. Fan base is just they team's supposed to be number one, regardless of performance.
I want that to marinate for an hour, but it's late, so it'll be 30 minutes. And it's gonna be all right. Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't mean that.
So you talking to the chicken now?
Shut up. What's going on, Mr. Wilson? How you doing? Utterly in the building. Mr. Ferguson said that Lincoln County is not worried about the rankings.
Cool.
That's right, Mr. Ferguson. Because guess what? What matters at the end of the day, what matters is who's holding up that trophy in the end. How you doing, Mr. Ross? What's going on? How you doing, Mr. McCleary? Titus on deck. Welcome back. So glad you joined us this evening. He said, Torres said Brooks versus Manchester in the semifinals. I just like stirring the pot. We love you too, Mr. Butts. And so starting next week, we're going to get into playoff predictions.
I don't agree
Well,
with
we
him,
won't.
but
I mean, it's hard. It's hard because of the way that we're doing them in 3A down. It's gonna be hard to kind of do those predictions because that thing will change every week.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what we do. We just play with it.
I know, but it's easier to play with when you got brackets set up because you know pretty much where someone can go.
Mm-hmm.
But in
don't
a
worry about it.
situation like this, it'll be
No,
interesting to see how we get it going. That's all.
I'm on your team. Don't worry about it. We got this covered.
All
I
right,
forgot who I was talking to. You're absolutely right.
We got this thing covered. Don't worry about it.
Darwin says he doesn't know if this was ever covered, but is it true that 3A seedings on down is based on power rankings? Yes, that's true.
All except for D2. Yes. Everybody except for D2. Yes. It is based on power ranking.
Mm-hmm. Who tripping, Mr. Ferguson? Is Mr. Butts tripping? He better tap in a little up northeast. Okay. Let's get y'all to talking again.
Hey man, shout out to my dog Jess, man, because she had to put me on something, man. I mean, I've been knowing football for 30 years now, or better. And man, I did not know Lincoln County was Northeast Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I was like, that down south, ain't it? She was like, nah.
No. No fish shot at northeast. Way up there. What's going on, J-Bo? Mark Shields has a question. Who you like, Southwest DeKalb versus Tucker? Just throwing a matchup that's not getting the love it once had. Yeah,
Southwest DeKalb.
Because they keep moving.
Musical chairs going on in DeKalb County. That's why.
That's exactly what's going on. How you doing, Mr. McDaniel? We appreciate you, Mr. McDaniel. Y'all are the best listeners out there.
Definitely.
Mr. McCleary said he went to Valdosta last Saturday. Those Wildcats are the real deal, and Camden flopped bad. So I hear, what, 42-14 at the half? That was tough. Y'all better look out. Looks like now, based on these comments, when we get into November and December, looks like when we bring the listeners on, we're gonna have some competition between Brooks County and Lincoln County this year. How you doing, Mr. Watkins? What's up, fam? 4-8 state champion in the building. How you doing? Mr. Evans, Worth County checking in. Welcome. Mr. Hurst says, who you got predicted in the Lee versus Coffee? Once we find out where the Wizard is, last I heard, they got the Georgia National Fair in Perry, and he said he was going down there to get him a turkey leg.
Yeah, he said he wanted some turkey leg and some of that potion.
Yeah, and so I don't know. Hopefully he'll come in soon and kind of tell you what the predictions are, but we will be discussing that tonight. Then Mr. Wilson has a question. Did I tell you, hey, Dwayne? Okay. He said, I got a question. Why isn't Upson ranked higher by them beating teams that were ranked in the power ranking?
What team they beat?
Hell no.
Boy, it's getting messy already.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. I didn't mean to do that out loud.
We had to fight to get you in there, baby. Just we don't really go by power rankings at this point, especially when it was they hadn't even gotten in the region play. So it was based on the rankings. Yes, you are on time today. All right, Mr. Evans. I want to say you quite beat up on the Thomasville Bulldogs. Y'all got the victory, but I don't know if y'all necessarily beat up on them. There's a lot of people saying that y'all didn't deserve to win that game. But we're not gonna go there because you know we moving on. But congrats on your win. And I hope
Take your little win and focus on Friday, sir.
Yeah. Keep it up. What's going on, Mr. Sloan? Sarah Make a Fan checking in. Good evening to you too, Mr. Sloan. Welcome.
Miss Sloan, man, are you gonna make that ride up on the 19th? It is, baby, 27th,
25th.
25th. Are you gonna make that ride up to Fort Valley? If you do, make sure you holler at us.
Yeah. We real sweet. Especially me.
Huh? Hey.
Shit. Okay.
Shut your face. So what we doing, people? What we doing? What y'all want to talk about?
Hold on. You know what? I can't.
Well,
I got my head wrapped around this one, so I'm gonna throw it up on the screen while yo talks.
How you doing, Mr.
I was just gonna
Sloan?
say we got an interview coming up tonight. Real big interview, so we can get some stuff in before we get our interviewee on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Do a live interview tonight instead of a recorded one. I think it'll be interesting for the fans to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Especially those in a particular region. Y'all will be interested. Oh wow, you came, Mr. Wizard. How you doing? Let's see. Colin, let me read what Colin said.
He must got a mouth full of turkey leg, baby.
Must submit.
Sorry, I had to swallow that.
Oh, okay. Well, before you get started, let me read what Mr. McDaniel said. He said, remember when I said Coffee will have a chance to prove they belong at the top of those other teams? Well, we're here now. In the words of Shownuff, playtime is over, boy.
I heard that. Way to stand on your word.
Them some good ass turkey legs down there at Perry. Might have to go back down and get me another one soon.
I need to send you to go get me. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll go myself. I ain't got time to find your woman.
My boy the Goblin is a little lonely.
I ain't got time to find your
the Goblin. Hey man, handle your business, Mr. Wilson. Handle your business.
Yeah, just go do what you got to do.
Okay. Starting off in the private classifications, I am putting North Cobb Christian and GAC on upset alert this weekend. I don't really think, we can call North Cobb Christian an upset, losing the Rock Mark, but that's what I'm projecting.
GAC is playing North Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put them on upset alert. I can see
Any comments?
No comments.
Okay.
Nope.
D2. In D2. Yes, Brooks and Clinch, I expect to be close. I expect Brooks to pull it out, despite playing at Clinch. Other than that, that's the only close game in D2 this weekend.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Let me see if I see any comments. Mr. McDane wants to know, Mr. Wizard, are you eating turkey legs or baby legs? Use your imagination on that one.
I plead the fifth. Cause my baby do got legs.
Okay.
Hey, They asked the question, not me. Okay, D1. What y'all been calling them? The purple fairies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they take a trip and lose this weekend. No, they got Thomasville at home. I'm sorry. Yeah, Thomasville goes up the road and beat them when they're on a trap.
Yeah, because they got a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, I think they do. Especially after that debacle last week.
Let me see. Well, I don't see any comments, but let me say hello to the people. How you doing, Elmo? How you doing, Mr. Hunter? Mr. Wilson says, Mayor Person's Troop County. If we beat LaGrange, we will still be at the bottom of the barrel. Okay. What's going on, Gio? Let's see. Okay, go ahead.
All right, 2A.
Damn, ain't nobody playing in 2A.
Nah, it's only a few. You got 5 games. But I really don't see anybody in the top 10 losing this weekend. I really don't.
They might start the running clock in the second quarter for Burke County.
Yeah.
Well, the Appleton County Chris game gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a tough game.
Mm-hmm. Some don't agree.
Hey, you know what opinions are like, right?
Mm-hmm. So I hear.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
How you doing, Mr. Wilkins?
But at the end of the day, though, I think these two teams are gonna match up pretty well against each other. Better than what people think.
So Appling goes to Cordell?
No, Cordell goes to Appling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see it. Cordell goes to Appling. Yeah, Appling will probably win that game. Tick says Thomasville, please beat the Periwinkle Mist on Friday.
We hear you, Pastor. We got
it. Let's see. Marquis says Josie shouldn't even be on the same field with Burke County. How you doing, Mr. McKelvin? What's going on? And what's your quarterback status? Let me know. All right, 3A.
Okay, 3A. I really don't see any upsets this weekend. Not really close games, but for the most part, I think the top 10 all handles business and wins. Some games are a little closer than what others think, but for the most part, everybody handles business.
Okay.
North Dakota East Side. I'm going to put North Dakota on upset alert, but I think they pull it out. And Stars Mill. You might be getting your eviction paper served by Harris County this Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I didn't know that. I didn't think Harris County would, and they probably aren't as good as they were last year, but they've only lost one game so far. So, so you think I'm just looking at the Benedictine and Ware County score. You think I just wouldn't have expected it to be a 2-score game.
Yeah, I do.
Tony McKelvin says he's hearing quarterback 1 is ready and Ware as a whole is finally healthy. So it might very well be a different outcome. We'll see.
I mean, hey, that's why we play the games, right?
That's why we play the game. I agree. Okay.
Five A.
Ooh, Wilson, Gainesville.
We got some heavyweights going at it this weekend. So Lee County, Coffee County, I think is what headlines 5A this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lee County takes that one. Milton handles business against Gainesville.
Let me see. Okay, so you've got Lee County beating Coffee County by 2 scores.
2 points. Okay, 2 possessions. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me see what they got to say. I don't see nothing. Not yet. Okay. Colin says that's fair. They're at home. Y'all looking to shock the world, Mr. McDaniel? Yeah, Milton is not coming to. How you doing, Mr. Hodges? Who's asleep? The wizard sleep, Mr. Hodges. Let me know. And welcome to the podcast. Marquis says, tell Milton to stay away from Georgia. I think Milton is heading across Florida and heading out to the sea. He has no intention of coming to Georgia. Maybe part of South Georgia, but we're gonna pray him away. Obadiah says he's rooting for Coffee, but he knows Lee is going to win. You don't know. That's why they play the game. Let's see. Trip Block says Lee by 14. Just kidding. I want to win no matter how we get it. Okay. John Wicker says he likes Coffee 23-21. Colin says if Coffee holds that running back under 125, Lee is in trouble.
Okay. Can't say that. 125 could be total yards from scrimmage, and he'll still beat you.
Colin says Coffee will win 27-23. Okay.
Okay. 6A. Valdosta Colquitt County. That's my headline.
Oh, you talking about the football team? Oh, I ain't know what you talking about. Okay.
A snapping turtle.
He said Milton. He said, I hope Milton stays out of Georgia. It makes perfect sense for me to think that he could be talking about Hurricane Milton. That is not a snapping turtle comment.
I wasn't talking to you, babe. I just came back on the
say. I'm sorry. My apologies. I own my turtleosity, but not in this instance. Okay, let's see. Okay. Obadiah says that Thomas County Central held him to 29 yards.
That's just rushing. What about receiving?
Don't just be looking at the running back.
What about receiving? What did Tim Tebow do?
Okay, so let's go with 6A and we'll talk some more.
Okay, so 6A. Like I was saying, Valdosta Colquitt. I think Collins Hill runs into a brick wall when they meet Mill Creek.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay. Christopher Sloan says Valdosta by 2 touchdowns. We love you too.
Easily.
I love y'all too, Marquise. I love y'all too. I'm looking. Let's see. What happened to Westlake? I had such high hopes for them, but I don't know what happened.
Well, from what I understand, somebody took a wrong turn and ended up in the swamps of Ellenwood.
Well, Mr. Wizard, I was told by my brother Thirsty that Ellenwood has rid themselves of all of their swamps. They just got lakes and ponds now.
My Lord.
I'm gonna have to talk to him about that one.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Hold on. It's Wednesday, right? So we got to keep it PG-13.
PG-13.
Okay, I keep my comment to myself.
And I know that's very, very difficult for you.
Yeah, so before I say anything stupid or dumbfounded, I just want to make sure any questions for me before I head back down up here and get me another turkey leg.
Hey, when you get on the broom, Miss Wizard, make sure you use an unleaded gas only.
Yeah.
And yield right away. We got a lot of visitors in Georgia this week, so yield to your guests while you're on the broom. Okay.
Okay. I'll let the witch know. She do be driving like a bat out of hell sometimes.
I got you. Well, go and get your turkey leg. Go and bring me an elephant ear back on the way. Just drop it off. Leave it on the porch. I'll get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
With that being said, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all on Monday.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later, Wizard. Let's see. Titus McCleary said Westlake had a 4-star defensive back transfer to Douglas County 5 games in. Ooh. You know what? You were talking to her mama too. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Well, that's interesting. Colin says our linebackers are fast and will hit you. I'm very excited about this matchup. Number 1 scoring offense versus the number 1 scoring defense. Get your popcorn ready. Can I ask? Can I pose a question?
You can ask it.
I can't stand you. Can I pose a question to Yo and Thirsty?
Go right ahead, ma'am.
In your experience, when the number 1 offense meets the number 1 defense, what is traditionally you would say? Is it a 50-50 split, or does one tend to favor over the other?
Honestly, in my experience, it's normally a 50-50 split until the coaches decide to get cute.
And my thing has always been the opposite of the ball. So we know Lee County posed the number 1 offense right now, and Coffee has the number 1 defense. But what I want to know is, what is Lee County defense going to look like against Coffee's offense? Because number 1 offense, number 1 defense can always be a stalemate. You know what I mean? But then if Lee County has a stronger defense than Coffee's offense, differential what I mean in, Lee County offense may can't do anything against their defense. But what can their offense do against their defense? Their offense being number 1 may be able to put 10, 15 points on the board against that number 1 defense. But can their defense stop your offense, who's not number 1, from even putting 10 points up? So it always varies with me, because I always try to look at the differential between the opposing. We know they got the number 1 defense, but how's their offense? We know Lee got the number 1 offense, but how's their defense? That's normally how I determine and tell which one is going to have a better game.
Okay. How you doing, Mr. Tate? Crawford County in the building. Colin says, facts about that. Coaching and adjustments will win this game. Obadiah's question is, the Wednesday and Thursday games, are they makeup games, the ones in 6A?
I know the Grace and Heritage Conyers game is. I'm not. The rest of them, I don't think they are.
Okay, so they're week 9 games. Bear down. What's going on, Antoine Hill?
Man, did
Welcome
y'all
to.
not see this? Do y'all not see this guy jumping ship?
Yes, I do. I was just about to address that. Jamie Dominic. I just want to let y'all know I am a Lee County Trojan. Okay, so what happened to Colquitt? And then what happened to Milton? Because you were a Milton fan at the end of last year. So well, it's good to be fluid. And welcome to the podcast, Jamie. Tate Green, welcome. He says the Buford game is not a makeup game; it's a regular game. And welcome to the show, Mr. Green. Welcome. So in
Bull
a
sugar.
few minutes, we're gonna have a special guest on to kind of come and talk to us. Mr. Hurst. Mr. Hurst said you're a bandwagon fan, Jamie. I'm not saying anything either way. So we're gonna have somebody on to come and talk to us in just a few minutes. So y'all want to stay tuned so y'all can hear what they have to say. I think I'll be a little interested in what he has to say. In the meantime, you saw what the Wizard thought your team was gonna do. What do you think? What do you think your team is gonna do? Honestly, not just being a fanboy or a fangirl. How do you honestly think your team will do? Jamie says, "I am not just." Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Jamie says he is not jumping ship. He will be moving to Lee County, and he just wanted Milton to win because they beat us. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I hope you have a good move. Lee County is not a bad place to live. Well, let's see. Morris Shield says North Atlanta teams like to play games on Thursday before fall break. Okay. What's going on with what cover photo you talking about, Obadiah? No, you know what? Never mind. Don't even worry about it. I am sorry I asked. So that's that on that. So I know some schools are on fall break this week. So you're saying a lot of them are going to be on fall break next week? How's that working? I just asked my niece and my nephew were on fall break like 3 weeks ago. So.
This is interesting here.
What's interesting, sir?
Coffee.
While we talking, I just saw an article today. The NCAA is eliminating the national letter of intent. Did y'all see that?
No.
Yeah.
Shit, the letter of intent didn't mean nothing. Anyway.
Yeah, that's probably why they're doing it. They said we're all on fall break this week. Okay.
Yeah, that didn't mean nothing anyway.
It didn't, but I'm just saying that they're officially they're officially eliminating the National Letter of Intent program that's been around since 1964. So I read. What's going on, Mr. Cornelius? How you doing?
How many coffee fans we got on here tonight?
We got Mr. Pate,
we
got Mr. McDaniel. I'm thinking Mr. Pace will come in soon enough. Right now we got Mr. Hodges is here too. We got about 3.
Because we got to talk about their passing game. They have a lack of passing game, and that's going to affect them.
What's going on, Mr. Powell? How you doing? And looks like we have a guest. Welcome. Y'all want me to introduce them or?
Yes, please.
Please go right ahead.
Ladies, I wish I had more time and I could introduce you better than this, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, we have with us tonight Mr. A.J. Hill, Hoko's quarterback, the elite quarterback who is committed to Memphis. And he is here to talk to us tonight. So, everybody, welcome him in. Give him a round of applause. Come
What's
on
going
in.
on, AJ?
What's
Welcome,
going on?
Mr. Hill.
How you
What's
doing,
going
All
on?
darling?
right.
Doing good, doing good.
Good, good,
And
good.
first off, we hadn't had you on since your commitment, man. Congratulations to your commitment to the Memphis Tigers this year. We'll look to see you doing good and doing big things up there in Memphis next season.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations on a tremendous game last week, man. What it was, 8 touchdowns, about 480 something yards.
But yeah, for 8 touchdowns for 480, 489.
Oh man, wow. Congratulations on that. Now, we know that the ultimate goal is to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you've committed now, so that's out of the way. Smart kid, think you'll be graduating early and leaving in December. Big ups to you for getting your work and things like that. Big ups to your parents who kept you on the right track. And winning that championship this year being your ultimate goal. What are some things y'all have done in the off season that kind of sure up the fact that y'all should be attempting to win a state championship in 5A this year?
We just been real disciplined this year. I feel like compared to from the last 2 years, I feel like this young team. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see it at first coming in because I mean, I was just thinking about how much talent we had, but I mean, but we had some young guys step up, play some big roles that a lot of seniors left behind last year. So I mean, really just those 11th, 10th graders stepping up this year. I mean, having that leadership in them, not just a senior group, just having those 11th, 10th graders step up and just being able to make big plays for us on Friday night. So I feel like just us being more disciplined than we have been, I mean, we just been leading the team. And I mean, we player led, we ain't coach led. We don't need no coach for us to lead the team. We gonna do it by ourselves as players to depend upon each other and really just work together as a team so we can get the job done.
Big ups, big ups. That's
Awesome.
tough, man. I love that. Now we here at Friday Night Lights podcast has pretty much deemed y'all region as the toughest region in Georgia high school football.
Oh yeah, most
We
definitely.
know that you all took some losses last year to Lee County and Thomas County, who is still in that region. And we
Mhm.
know your next games coming up are against those are common region foes now, as you can say. Um,
Mhm.
I know me personally hadn't seen y'all play this year. Personally, I haven't seen you all, but I have watched you all on film and things like that. What are some things that you're looking to, are you thinking y'all can do different to beat the Thomas County and the Lee County? I know you said the young guys stepping up, but you personally, I know you're a leader yourself. So what kind of things have you took on personally as a leader of the team, as the quarterback, to make sure that you all can get over that hump of beating your region foes that you've lost to in the last couple of years?
Feel like we're not trying to look ahead. So I mean, we play coffee right now, so we really just worry about coffee. We ain't even looking towards the TCC or league. But to answer your question, I feel like really just like I said, them young guys, we got to be able to want to play and want to be out there, have the highest energy. We got to come out the game. We got to start fast on both sides of the ball. We can't start slow. I feel like both of those games we just had a slow start. I mean, we didn't even put no
Mm-hmm.
points on the board last year against TCC. So I mean, we just gotta start fast on both sides of the ball. And those young guys gotta know, like, I mean, they've been in some big games already this year with that being the Perry game, the Benz game. I
Yeah.
mean, most of our schedules are big games, so I feel like those young guys ready to step up to the challenge against these last three opponents.
For sure, for sure. Now I've seen your chain. I see you got ties with Quavo. Man, I love that change, man. What type of stuff do Quavo be talking to you about? Is he like a mentor or motivator or something like that? Or You all just know each other through the AAU, the traveling ball type thing. What's your relationship like with Quavo?
Man, Quay like everything to me, like a big brother. I call him Unc. I mean, he taught
Yeah,
me about anything, money. I mean, of course, that how to manage it. I
yes,
mean, if
sir.
I need something here and there, he gonna get it to me. If I need anything, I can call him right now and just ask him for it. He'll make it happen. So I mean, really
For
just him
sure,
being
bro.
that mentor in my life, really just having a big time, big known celebrity. I mean, a legend in the rap game, really, with that group him and the Migos had. So I mean, really just having someone like that in my corner, it's just crazy. Cause I mean, a couple years ago, shoot, I would probably do anything to meet him. But now that I like
Yeah,
talk to him on a day-to-day basis, like I even talked to him today. I mean, really
yes,
just
sir.
so I could talk to him on a day-to-day basis. Like every kid don't get that. So really just
Yeah,
taking in that knowledge that he give me, try to listen, try to do everything he say. Most of the time, really just playing. I mean, I do everything with that dude. Play the game. We go out and eat
yes, sir.
whenever I go to his house. I mean, it's just
Yes,
really a
sir.
kid dream, really just to hang out with that big time celebrity, see new things and see new people, and
For
just
sure,
really
bro.
just
For sure.
networking. And then like, you know, I hope this don't happen, but like just say if football don't work out for me, I network with so many people that he introduced me to. I feel like I can. That's another thing other besides football that he connected me with.
That's big, man. That's real big.
Awesome.
My last question for you, and I'll pass it over to the panel members and see if they have anything for you. Um, you spoke about if football don't work for you.
Mhm.
I know that you got a great receiver in Isaiah Mitchell.
Yep.
I know him personally also. I know he came on, and I know he making it a lot easier for you as a quarterback to have a weapon like Isaiah Mitchell on your team.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like you being a leader for the Hoko Bears, the young guys that you're speaking of, some things that Isaiah went through last year in the off season and things, and all sitting out all last year. I know, and I don't know this for facts, but I hear that you are the guy that kind of motivate these guys and keep them going and keep their head on straight and things like that. So if you didn't, which we hope this don't happen, and the way you going, man, I know it's not gonna happen. I look to see you in the NFL one day. That just me
Mhm.
personally want to shoot that out. But if you don't, man, being the motivator that you are at such a young age, man, what type of industry, what type of job, what type of field that you can see yourself in if it doesn't work for football?
Sports journalism. I mean, that's what I'm majoring in at Memphis. So we just trying to get better speaking in like stuff like this, being on a podcast, speaking in front of a camera better, trying to be more clear. Really just trying to stay in the sports industry. Like try to be on ESPN. Cause I mean, I played the game of football, and probably if it don't work out, probably I ain't make it to the biggest big leagues or play long in the big leagues. But I know some things that some reporters don't really know that just be reporting on certain stuff.
There you go.
You
There
are
you
well
go.
on your way, young man. Whichever way you decide to go, you are well on your way.
Yes, man. Thank you.
Exactly. Anybody else on the panel have anything for Mr. AJ Hill?
Yeah, Mr. Thirsty got a question. As you was talking, and I'm sitting back looking at your career stats right now,
Hmm.
which brought me to want to ask you, what goals did you personally come into this season with to achieve?
Some goals I have personally this year. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I got them on my lock screen right now. Personal goals that I got is well, I could just tell you from off the top of my head. I mean, of course, I want to be the state leader in passing touchdowns and passing yards. I mean, I'm doing that as we speak right now, but I don't try to look in too much into that because I feel like that'll just throw me off. I'll just be thinking of that like the whole time. So do that. Come out as the best quarterback in the state in the country. I mean, I feel like I'm doing that. I mean, win county, win state, of course. Try to get my team their first ever home game. Because we never played a playoff home game before. So I
Wow.
really try to do
Yes,
that. I
sir.
want Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Georgia, National Quarterback of the Year. I mean, some people saying I can't run at least 100+ rushing yards this year. Try to get that 5+ rushing touchdowns, 40 to 45 plus passing TDs. I'm almost there. I'm 15 away from 45. Um,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then I mean, at the end of the day, be the best player in the country when it's time to leave for college. So I feel like I'm doing a great job of that. Me and my team helping me, offensive linemen, receivers, running back, quarterback. I mean, just the quarterbacks behind me just pushing me, be great every day. Coach Edwards pushing me, so I feel like we building a great foundation this year.
All right. Got one last
Okay.
question for you, and I know we asked EJ the same. I asked EJ the same question last year, and I'm gonna ask you the same question. As far as recruiting goes, this is for the younger kids that that might watch this. As far as recruiting goes, and I'm not gonna say the pressure, but the light that was on you as being a AJC Super 11 in the state of Georgia. What advice would you give to these younger kids on one, handling the recruiting process and handling the spotlight / pressure that comes along with it?
About the recruiting process, I mean, like if you don't do anything, just enjoy it. Cause I mean, I still, even though I'm committed, I still miss going to different schools almost every week after a big football game. I miss going to different states, meet new people, meet new coaches. I mean, I just had a lot of fun. I've been doing it since I was like in third grade with my uncle and then with me. So really just enjoying that. And then, I mean, you're gonna have pressure the whole time you playing football or you got a name for yourself or you a known person. So I mean, you just gotta deal with it. You just gotta let all the mess and hate go in one ear and out the other. I mean, you just can't pay attention to it. So I mean, really just I ain't gonna say try to stay off social media because nowadays like that's your money maker, your social media with the NIL stuff. But just don't feed into it. I mean, if you see a bad comment or something like that, you just gotta ignore it because I mean, this what come with being who you are. So I mean, if no one ain't hating on you, yeah, I mean, you ain't doing something right. But if they is, you doing something right. So I mean, you just gotta enjoy it and just be thankful
For
for the
real.
haters, the love, everything about it that come with it.
Well,
For
that's
sure, for sure.
awesome. Now I'm just gonna go through the comments a little bit to just kind of uh read what people are saying. Most people are telling you welcome and congratulations. And Tuzia Odom says this young man definitely has talent, and we love to see him spin it. Marquise Martin wishes you the best. John Wilkins says congrats to Memphis. Um, Jeffrey Murray says you were playing NCAA on PlayStation. You had crazy numbers. Um, Mrs. Odoms also he said he wants you to tell number 10 Zion Paul that Mr. Odom said what's up and he wishes you the
I
best.
got you.
Um uh, Veronica Johnson here, I'm sure you know who that is. She
Oh
says, let's
yeah,
go,
that's
AJ.
my mom.
Hey mama.
Hey, mama.
So glad you listened. And thank you so much for raising such a mannerable, smart, talented young man. Shout out to you. Collins McDaniel says, AJ, let me say, the first time I saw you play was your freshman year. My twins were seniors at the time, and even then we took the win. I knew you were going to be something special. Congrats on all your success and wishing you more in the future. Let's see what else. Titus McCleary has a question for you, Mr. Hill. He says, what was your biggest sacrifice for you to become the person you are today on and off the field?
My biggest sacrifice is really just keeping my head down. I mean, like that other comment said, my ninth grade year was terrible. I had only 10 touchdowns and I had 9 interceptions. Like it was bad, but it was a learning year for me. Coming into high school, trying to learn the game, the speed of the game. So really just trying to block out all the noise. I had to sacrifice a lot. I just stayed off my phone that whole off season. I had even my friends telling me like they not saying it in my face, but I'm hearing people say that I'm terrible. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm overrated, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
But I mean, really just kept my head down. Just kept praying to God about it, talking to my mom and dad. Really just kept my head down, just kept working that whole year. And I mean, now I'm starting to have the year of my whole high school career, and just got many more games to play. hopefully state championship. So really just been working.
That's all right,
Good,
right there,
good.
Mr.
And
McClure.
speaking of the overrated, man, I remember y'all played Perry and they chanting the overrated chant. So you just go out and throw a touchdown and just shut them up, man. Like that's big.
Oh
That's
yeah, I mean they ain't pull it out this year. I ain't hear not one time this
Hey,
year. So I mean
no, they
they
knew
knew
not
not
to
to
do
do
it
it.
this year.
Yeah, they knew not to do it this year.
Keon Powell says he's from Coffee. Your Uncle John is my fan from Macon County, but I hope you're ready for that Coffee D. Something tells me you're gonna be ready. Ain't that right, AJ?
Oh yeah, we ready for that one.
Mr. Farley
That's
says
what's
when
up.
Fox 13 Memphis interviews you, you're gonna represent Georgia well. Tick wants to know if you couldn't play quarterback, what other position would you play?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll be playing on defensive ball, probably offensive side of the ball, because I'll probably play receiver or something like that. But
I
my dad would probably want me to be a linebacker since he played linebacker. I'll probably be on like a D end or something since I got the height. I just have to gain some more weight.
I
But
remember that, AJ. I don't know if you know this, but my dad, rest in peace, Daddy. My daddy actually coached your daddy at
for
Macon
real,
County High School. He sure did. He sure did.
and your dad was a hell of a linebacker. And I got to say, I think it was the throwback from Bull Mitchell. Wasn't that this Friday? I think you got
yeah.
about 35, 40 yards on
Oh
that. So I
yeah,
think you can
tried to
play
get
some
in
wide
there.
receiver.
Oh yeah, I tried to get in there.
Yeah, you were what, 3 yards away from the touchdown,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
Yes, yes. Your Uncle Derek says hello.
What's going on?
We thank you so much, Miss Hill, for listening to us. King Cornelius is from Perry. He said y'all beat us, but much respect to you, homie. Titus McCleary says he has a senior in high school in Camden, and he told Mr. McCleary about you your sophomore year. Keep balling.
Thank you.
So, you know,
and real quick, man, I spoke of your leadership and everything, man. I just want to tell you, man, to be a high school senior and to take your offensive line out for lunch, man, because you know that they protect you. They was a integral part of you going out with almost 500 yards and 8 touchdowns, man. That shows great leadership. But yeah, I live about 5 minutes away from you. So next time y'all want to go to Touchdown Wings, man, make sure you give me a call and invite me too.
Oh yeah, I got you. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but today I took the receivers out to eat. I mean, I ain't post them because I mean they get a lot of love from week to week, but the O
Yeah,
line don't. So I took
mhm,
the receivers out. Took some of the
there
receivers
you
out
go.
today.
See, that's the leadership that I'm talking about, man.
but now if you go out with this old man, make sure he pays for all of y'all, okay, baby? Keep
I
your
got
money
you.
in.
I'll take care. I'll take care of all y'all.
All right, appreciate it.
Well, y'all have any more questions?
No, not for me. I do wish some luck on well, I know you're going to surpass 10,000 yards in your career, but I really would love to see you duplicate that sophomore year, though.
Yeah,
He's
and
working on it.
yeah, man, just congratulations to you, man, on all your success and everything going forward. I think you all would definitely make some noise in the region as well as the playoff and shake up some things, man. And we'll be rooting for you all. Hope y'all get that championship that you're seeking, man. And like I said, we'll just look to see you performing and doing well next year at Memphis. And before you leave and the season is over, man, make sure you come back and talk with us.
Yes,
Please.
sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I admire you so much. I mean, for what you do on and off the field. I mean,
Thank you.
you're great on the
Definitely.
field, but you're a scholar athlete, and that's important as well. And you're a good person. I can tell you raised right.
Thank you.
He's a great
Definitely.
example to his peers. Keep doing what you're doing, young man. You're so awesome.
Thank you.
Stay focused.
Yes.
Stay focused.
All right, AJ, we'll definitely talk with you later.
All right. Well, there you
Man,
have
that's
it.
a good
Loyal,
kid, man.
he really is. He really is.
Yeah.
Loyal listeners, there you have it. You've heard from AJ Hill. We appreciate him so much for coming on and talking to us, and hopefully soon we'll get some more interviews in here for you that you find interesting. So we thank y'all.
If
We
you have
appreciate
any of your
it.
athletes that you would like for us to interview, please send their information and the coaches' information so we can get the okay with the coaches or the parents, and we would love to talk with them.
Exactly. We love to have them on. So now let's talk about this Lee Coffee game. Let's go ahead and get Thirsty to go ahead and piss off these Coffee fans. So what were you saying about the game, sir?
Coffee ain't got no passing game, and that's gonna be their downfall going forward. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it plain and simple. I ain't gonna even dig into the weeds. But when you look at it, offensive wise for Coffee, the passing game is non-existent, and you're gonna need that on Friday.
Oh, Di said, "Let me grab my popcorn." What's going on, twin? No, Zoe, that was a troll account. I don't believe that. Kirby is not going to the Jets. King said, "Say it with your chest, Thirsty."
Nah, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this about Coffee. When it comes to Coffee defense, somebody said earlier, hold Chroma to 125 yards. 125 yards in what? Because you don't go back and watch the TCC tape. He can catch and he can run after the catch too. But a lot of people only focus on Chroma. When they got a Tim Tebow at quarterback too.
Okay. So Tick says he's picking Coffee.
Pick coffee. What kind of coffee you picking? Colombian roast or dog roast? Because you ain't talking about the football team.
King Cornelius says he got a cool $50 on coffee.
Why y'all betting on high school kids? I want to see your mind, but I'm not.
But listen, it happens every Friday in Small Town USA. They betting on.
I know, man. Shit, man. That happens every Friday in Atlanta too. On Friday nights.
I'm gonna come back to you, Heels. But Glenn Reed Hodges Jr. says we run the ball, we do what we do, and pass when we want to. King said, "Hey, a little light $50 ain't never hurt nobody." Well, pass me $50. Can I give you my cash out? You hand me $50. If it's light, I can show you.
Man, Coffee averaging 4 passes a game, or shall I say, averaging 4 complete passes a game. This is not small class Georgia football. Y'all playing big boy football. You got to be able to throw the ball when you're playing big boy football in Georgia.
What's your quarterback theory and passing yards? Thirsty, go ahead and.
If you do not have a quarterback that can throw for at least 1,800 yards, you have zero chance of winning a state title in 3A or above.
Mr. Cornelius said, "Report back to the post after the game, brother."
I'll be here this Friday.
Mr. Hill says, Derek Hill says, AJ has a cousin named Hunter Hill. We need to get him on. Miss Lily Hill, we're glad you loved the interview. AJ did an awesome job. Let's see. Glenn says that's bull, Thirsty. Stephen Tate said, basically he's saying you wrong. Earl McCray says we didn't throw for 1,800 last year.
Who, Coffee?
Yes.
Okay. You threw for exactly 1,874 as a team last year because y'all split. Y'all had 4 different people playing quarterback, or that threw a pass. So don't tell me what y'all didn't have 1,800 yards. Any team from 3A and above that won a state title, I guarantee you, they threw for over 1,800 yards.
Steven Tate said we won last year that way.
Dude, y'all threw for over 1,800 yards. I got the stats in front of me right now. Cut it out.
And not to mention they had a hell of a running game with the running back. So
okay.
Oh, Fred. Oh, Mr. Brown. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They had they had a I ain't gonna say a generational talent, but they had a dude down there.
Yeah. I think he's red shirted this year, but baby, I hope he come on next year. Um, let's see. Let me see what else they got to say. That they typing. That's why he said, "Man, let you act like we handicapped."
Yeah, your passing game is handicapped this year, and that's what's gonna hold you back.
Oh, my lord. He said, "Keep picking against us. It worked out last year."
Well, I'm gonna keep picking against you this. I'm picking against you this week. That's for sure.
I don't think we picked against. I didn't pick. I was rooting for Coffee last year. I think they picked. They picked Coffee last year. I think.
Got it, baby.
I think they picked Coffee last year though, Mr. Tate. Just a FYI. Mr. McCray says our running back was leading 5A in rushing before he got hurt.
All right. So we're gonna actually do this today. Okay. Y'all really want to go there today? Okay.
Okay, hold on. Before you go there, let me say
Okay.
hello to Mr. Let me say hello to our longtime listener and our friend, Mr. Pace, and then I can kind of get him caught up on what you just said. Mr. Pace, welcome so much to the podcast. Thirsty has just gotten through saying that you will not win against Lee because your passing game is non-existent, it's anemic, and because of that, you won't go far. So what do you say? Mo would like to know if a Coffee County fan would like to come on and discuss this with Thirsty.
Well, while we wait for somebody to come on, let me go on. Let me go on and refresh the cook because it's about to be one of them nights.
Mr. Hodges said, "Where's Cedar Grove? Honey, it's over there in Ellenwood off River Road."
Okay.
River Road.
Hold on. Who asked that question?
Mr. Hodges, he would like to know where Cedar
Oh,
Grove
Mr.
is.
Hyde, you want to know where City Grove at? Oh, it's on 2360 River Road. That's where it's at.
Yep. If you go,
I see you a picture, Mr. Hodge, of me standing out in front of the building.
Chris says, "Thanks, Thirsty. Coffee by 3."
So here's my question though. I'm assuming Mr. Hodge is a coffee fan.
Yes, he is. It's a
Okay.
lot of them on here.
Okay. All I'm saying is, about time y'all got you one. Took you long enough.
Got one what?
A championship.
A championship.
Oh my.
Coffee. I mean, they hadn't won the championship, but Coffee has always. Well, I won't say always because they did a couple of years ago. But I know the last 10 years, Coffee has been a household name, so they just could never get over that hump.
Yeah.
Again, everybody wasn't against Coffee last year because myself, Jess, I'm not sure about any of the other panel members. I think they all probably was saying something about Coffee because we know Thomas County Central and our classifications were what we was focusing on. And with Coffee not being in either one of those classifications, we was kind of pulling for Coffee and said that you all would do well. So I don't think you beat Lee County this year, me personally. But again, I said I don't care who's the 1 seed or the 4th seed in this region. I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 of them are not making the semifinals. Like the top end of that region is just 4 of the best teams in Georgia football. So
Chris, shots fired. He said
What'd he say?
he said we did it without a Lego set.
Well, good for you.
Mr. McCray said it's a lot of schools that don't have one.
Have one what?
Don't have a championship.
18. Oh, okay.
Oh. I mean, all that matters to me is La Familia. It's the family. Y'all know it. And don't make me post a video what the family is.
No,
but that's all that. Okay.
No.
But yeah.
We did call it last year for Coffee. Morris says Coffee wins the tailgate, but not the game.
Okay.
Matter of fact, because I think about it, I was trying to get in on the tailgate with Coffee, but Coffee had already dipped out by the time we came back out.
Yeah.
Last year. Because I know I talked to some on while I was down there. But the thing I am gonna tell Coffee, if you do happen to make it to the state title game, um, I'm sorry, but you're gonna lose to Milton. I'm sorry. Whoever makes it to the final is going to play Milton, and they're going to lose. I don't care what other team it is. In 5A, they're going to lose to Milton.
Yeah, Milton is probably the best team in the state. Anything can happen on any given Friday, but I really don't see anybody beating Milton this year. You never know. We got to line up and play the game, but
line up and play the game. And
I
here's
still don't see them beating Milton. Nobody. I don't care.
Yeah, it's an ointment in the oil though. We're talking about Milton and we're talking about things, but I know people have questioned the coaching on that team, but you can't ever count out Langston Hughes, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, Boom is a good coach. Don't let nobody fool you. I think it's just
situational
things that's missing. Yeah. That's it. So we'll
he
leave it
didn't
right
have
there.
no 2-minute drill. It was clear he didn't. Mr. Hodges said Thirsty Helene tore us up. We coming to Leesburg as a category 4 to tear Leesburg up. Okay. Okay, I see you.
Hey man, still big ups and praying for everybody that's still dealing with the effects of Helene too. Just put that out there.
Hey, you know what? I mean, they talking trash about us. Well, me directly because I'm the one being negative. So I went back and pulled up the file from last year, right, for the state championship. I had Coffee winning 28-27 in that game over Creekside. So I'm trying to figure out. We wasn't hating on Coffee last year, and it was mainly because of Fred Brown was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mainly because of him. We wasn't hating on y'all. We just thought Creekside was gonna perform better than what they did. That's all that is.
Oh Lord, I still can't forget that. Woo! That was hilarious. I don't know R2D2. I don't know. Mr. McCray, we pray you get power sooner than later. You're still without power.
Amen.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
What part of Georgia he in?
He's
Augusta?
in Douglas.
Oh,
Douglas
okay.
got here really bad too. Yeah. So we appreciate you. We love your show. Yeah. We love y'all, really. We thank y'all so much. Y'all could be doing anything on Wednesday at 8:00. Y'all got to get ready to go to work, all that other stuff. But you decide to come out and talk to us. So we certainly appreciate y'all for doing that. Are there some other big matchups that we want to talk about this coming week? What's another interesting one?
What classification you want to go into? I mean, because at the end of the day, like the Valdosta Colquitt County game, that's one that a lot of people are gonna be paying attention to because is Valdosta real or not?
But I think Valdosta takes care of Colquitt. They go into the hog pen.
Yeah. No, it's oh snap. I think it's in Valdosta this year. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me verify real fast.
They got a whole bunch of home games in
No, it's at Valdosta this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's right. They only got one home region game this year. That's right. They got, I'm sorry, two. Lowndes and Richmond Hill it's the only two region games they got at home.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's start with this one. Brooks versus Clinch.
All right, Brooks versus Clinch. Plain and simple. Despite the game being played at Clinch, I think Brooks County as a team, they come into that game better prepared than Clinch. Based off of their resume and the teams they've played so far. They come in better prepared for that game than Clinch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's my biggest thing with that one.
Okay. What about Tick says Northeast versus Dublin?
It all depends on one player and one player only.
Nick,
That's all. That's what that whole game depends on.
you think
Let's
so?
be real about it. Be real. That's what that one game depends on. Now, granted, you can assume. I mean, a lot of people who haven't watched Dublin play yet this year, they're going to assume that Dublin's going to come in and stack do what they're going to need to do on defense, drop 8, 9 in the box. Okay, cool. Like everybody else does, but it's all going to be all about discipline when you get down it, when you get at the snap of the ball. It's going to be all about discipline. My thing with Dublin is Dublin is going to, I think Dublin's going to surprise them and actually throw the ball more than what they usually do, or than what they've usually done this year.
What are their stats for passing?
You really want to know?
I do.
15. Now this is a team stat now. 15 for 23 for 272.
I know you lying.
So that is why I say Dublin in this game, with this game being played in Dublin. Also keep that in mind now. They surprise Northeast and throw the ball more than what they are expecting. Because right now they average about 2.3 passes a game. Or I'm sorry, 3 passes a game, a little bit close to 4 passes a game. I think they throw the ball at least 8 times this game.
Okay.
That's all. That's gonna be one factor right there. And then, like I say, obviously with Northeast, it's gonna be dependent upon the grown man that they got at running back in Wolf.
Okay, so you think what goes on in the trenches is gonna have a lot to do with what's going on?
No, forget the trenches. It's all about the line. It's gonna be about the linebacker play for Dublin and for Northeast because they both.
What about the line? The line got a block to give us.
No, this is what I'm saying. From a football aspect, the linemen are going to eat up. Defensive line are going to eat up blocks to allow linebackers to make plays. That's why I say it's dependent upon that linebacker play. Those linebackers being disciplined and reading keys. Linemen, yeah, they gonna make a few plays here and there, but at the end of the day, it's all about that linebacker play with these two teams, with their, with both of these defenses.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Yo, you still R2D2? Are you back, friend?
Yeah, babe.
Before we move on,
I almost crossed the 75 on. I'm almost crossed the 70.
Okay, I know where you are. On 96. Yeah, you passing housing meal. Hello. I was gonna ask you about Northeast versus Dublin before we moved on. Would you like to give your opinion on that game before we move to the next one? Hello.
Yeah, you hear me?
I hear you now, sir.
Okay. Dublin wins the game.
Who?
Huh?
Who wins the game?
Dublin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say the game? You were breaking up. That's why.
I'm sorry. I think Dublin wins the game. I think Northeast has 2 of the greatest athletes in high school football, and number 5 and Nick Wolford, the running back, 6. But again, it goes to what I was saying. When you're talking about 2 similar offense that can run the ball.
Okay, he went out again.
Because neither team really is a passing team. Both teams are stout in the run. Defenses are built to stop the run. So it's going. I think Dublin is going to surprise everybody, throw the ball about 8 times.
Okay.
I like
back ass roads. Now, like I was saying, I think Dublin's defense is going to be a lot better to contain Nick and number 5 than Northeast defense can contain Dublin. So I think it's somewhere around 35-27 or something, but Dublin come out on top.
Okay, let me read what the panel or the listeners are saying. Dwayne says he has Northeast for the win. Tick says our sophomore safety is one of the state leaders in interceptions with 8. We're waiting on that because Thirsty said that he thinks that Dublin is going to pass a little bit more in the game to kind of, you know, shake things up. Tick says, I can agree with that, Thirsty. And we have 2 pretty good darn linebackers, number 10 and number 16. So now let's move on to the Milton and Gainesville matchup that Stephen Tate is talking about. They're saying that should be a pretty good game. I think Milton feels Gainesville
Nah,
like Carrollton did.
No, that
nah,
would
that ain't
not
gonna be
be
a
a
good
good
game.
game at all. I think Milton win better than 3 scores, 17 points or better.
Yeah.
I think Carrollton exposed Gainesville, and Milton is dealing with some weapons. I'm talking about a AR-15 semi-automatic with the red dot beam on it, and they're gonna be running and shooting all night against Gainesville, and they're gonna be a little too strong for them.
Okay. So now let's move on to Thomasville versus Fitzgerald. Tick says Milton by 14 plus. Yeah. So what about Thomasville versus the Fitzgeralds?
Hold on, let me sum this up real fast. Chip on their motherfucking shoulder right now. That's Thomasville walking into that game. Mad, pissed off. We are determined from this point forward to not allow the refs to dictate the outcome of our game. So therefore, we're going to take the game out of the refs' hand and play Thomasville football.
And
That's the game.
to add on to that, Chip, you notice they didn't get to play the homecoming game either. They had to cancel because of that whole thing with Bacon County. So they really are frustrated,
Okay, now here's my thing. You're talking about some familiar foes that are meeting back up with each other. Um, Fitzgerald is riding the high right now. Have won their last 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Fitzgerald got bad blood because they feel that they got something to prove. Because, like we said in the beginning, their coach didn't think they would be this good this year. But my sister on the panel, who beat y'all in that championship game a couple of years ago?
Them little lilac raindrops.
Okay, then. So now you add that extra fuel to fire in that they could have had another championship under the Thomasville High School banner, but Fitzgerald stopped that. Yeah, Thomasville out for blood.
And we
I
haven't
think
seen them since
Thomasville.
then.
Exactly. That's why I said that familiar folk get back up, and the last taste in your mouth was them beating you in the state championship game. Yeah, they come in with those chips, the homecoming chip, the refs chip, and that y'all took us away from our next state championship. I think Thomasville pull it out.
Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Marquis says he likes Thomasville in a close one, 28-21. Dwayne says Fitzgerald by 10.
Do you really believe that, or are you just really that much of a hater?
I think it's both, baby. Six says, yep, that's what we had to do in Periwinkle Mistland last year. Hit them in the mouth early and often. And before I go any further, welcome to the podcast, Brian Bird. He is a Purple Hurricane. Tick says Thomasville by 3. Marquis says, yeah, 2021. I remember that. A game Thomasville should have won. Dwayne says Fitzgerald stumped that flame out fast. I had them winning too. Well, Well, you wasn't at the game, but Fitzgerald has played Thomasville and Brooks County.
Well, Brooks County was at the championship that year also. Didn't they win it that year?
They did.
They did.
Yeah, my wife's little cousin was the Quintavious Burrs was the quarterback for him. So of course Brooks County was gonna be up there pulling for Fitzgerald because Dwayne really hates Thomasville. That's obvious.
No, this year Brooks County has played Fitzgerald and Thomasville. So I mean,
they lost to Thomasville and Fitzgerald, right?
Yes, but they lost to Fitzgerald. Yeah, Fitzgerald kind of dominated them. They lost to Pierce County controversially. That's who it was. Let's see. Brian Bird says Thomasville ain't winning nothing in Fitzgerald. My sis says you speak as if we haven't done it before. FOH. I think you know what that means.
Because hold on, let's back this up. That year they beat y'all in the championship. Y'all beat them in the regular season, correct?
In Fitzgerald.
Correct. They did.
Yeah.
Deshaun said it's hard to beat a team twice. We beat them in the regular season, so the rest is history. Dwayne says they played both of them. He thinks they're gonna win close, but he gives them a couple of extra points. Fitzgerald, I guess. Yeah. I just want everybody to be safe this Friday. I want my sister to leave the babies at the house. And I want to have a good game.
And mama be calm.
Yeah, I told y'all about telling folks to calm down now. That's a surefire way to get cussed out. I want Fitzgerald to make sure that their grass is cut and that people don't get injured on that field. Dwayne
have mercy. I'm sorry, babe. If it wasn't Fort Valley State homecoming weekend, man, I would either be down in Thomasville or the Cover County League game. I mean, Fitzgerald or Thomas County somewhere. Because those are some big games, man.
They really are. Dwayne said, I was pulling for Thomasville. The running back was my cousin, and my homeboy Sim was the other running back. Deshaun said, be some low-key haters on Thomasville High School, I tell you. T said, if you do win, drive the speed limit on your way out of town.
Being Hill County Jail gonna be full.
No, we're not speaking that into existence.
I don't want to speak that. I'm just like T said. I know when I go to Jackson, Georgia, and we used to thump Jackson, I made sure my seat.
Baby, listen. Best thing in Jackson, Georgia is the big chick. I'm fooling around no other time. Brian Bird says we love our visitors. Welcome to Ben Hill. Okay.
I bet y'all do. Little extra money for the county.
Dwayne said Fitzgerald and Thomasville was a great game that year too. An interception on the goal line. One thing, if I'm not mistaken, what Fitzgerald did, they were just methodical and they ran the ball and they ate up so much of the clock. It was like, it was just long.
I think he talking about the first. Yeah, he talking about the first game though. That first game was real close. I think the score was like
15-8, something like that.
It was
15-8.
Yeah, it was a close game.
Oh, okay.
That state game. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna bring that up. I know how that feels, baby. It hurts. It hurts really, really bad. What's going on, Jeremy Jones Sr.? Marquis said they baptized you in Jackson. No, nope. They tried, but it didn't work. But baby, let me tell you something. If you play in Jackson, Georgia, you can ask Peach County, you can ask Mary Person, you can ask anybody to go play on that Red Hill. If you go to Jackson to play a game, you have got to obliterate the competition. If it's a close game, you done lost. Just bottom line. Because they are going to make it. They are going to make it so. They cheat up there. And I'm going with this saying that they cheat up there. And shout out to the Jackson Red Devils. Um, Tick says if Thomasville's defense is disciplined and watch for the hook, they will win. So did you used to have you seen them on NFHS Tick? Let us know. Um listen, sodas over there, put them in the refrigerator. Deshaun says lately the record hasn't been good against us. So Jeremy Jones says Thomasville has to tackle.
Shit, that's
Not
every
no
team.
arm ass tackling either.
So was that an issue Friday night, sis?
Yeah, definitely. I that like now that I'm beyond the ref stuff, I said this Friday night, and I'm saying it again tonight. You have to be disciplined and you have to execute. You can't half ass plays and you definitely can't have unnecessary penalties because all of that equals a loss. It's not just the refs, it's what you didn't do in those 4 quarters that made you unsuccessful. So, a lot of factors played into that, but tackling was definitely one of them. You wrap a man up, but he dragging you. That's not tackling.
Yeah, Jeremy says they don't tackle well. Okay. Well, I'm sure they work on that. They worked on that this week. Let's see. Tick said he didn't see them this year, but the offense hasn't changed drastically from last year. They struggled with disciplined defenses. Dwayne says missed tackles will cost you the game versus Fitzgerald. That's how we lost. They are very consistent. Okay. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think. Were there any other games I wanted to talk about? Brian said his nephew about to run all over Thomasville. Don't put your listen. I don't know who your nephew is, and don't give him a shout out because you putting a whole lot of pressure on that baby. Don't do that. Don't do that, Mr. Bird.
You get out there and run with him, Mr. Bird. Run right beside him.
Marquis said he talking about the police in Jackson, not the football team. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Deshaun said it's worse fault for what we're about to do.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That there sounds about right. Can I ask y'all a question? Why do Mary Person fans think they finna beat LaGrange this weekend?
Because hope springs eternal. Shakira says I'm a realist. I watched the game several times at that. Dwayne says I'm from Brooks. My hate for Thomasville is out in the open, and they feel the same about us.
Hold
How you
on.
doing, Anthony Poole?
Now you know that's a lie, because even after we beat you to sleep, I still congratulated you on your. I mean, wished you well for the next week. We don't hate y'all that much. Please don't try to make yourself as relevant as behind TCC. This ain't that.
Oh
Once,
wow.
once we drag y'all, we root y'all on. So don't do that.
Good night, Mr. McCleary. Anthony Poole, welcome to the podcast. We discussed Dublin Northeast a little bit earlier. In the podcast, a lot of the panelists seem to think that Dublin will pull it out at home. How you doing, Dan Jones?
Hey, John.
Man, is it just me or do everybody love to hear our sister Shakira say Thomasville High?
Yeah,
I
I
think they
think
do,
so.
of course. Deshaun said he's still looking at his remote for another button. Oh Lord. Okay.
So with that man said, yo, can I
What's
ask
up,
you?
man?
I got a question for you.
What's up?
I'm really looking forward to this game, the North Oconee versus East Side.
Yes.
Me personally, I mean, okay, for the listeners, if y'all actually, if you guys actually did some of the things that we did and actually, scanned around and looked at film on some of these other teams throughout the state, this North Dakota East Side game is going to be a very, Very good one. So if you guys have the opportunity to tune into it on the network or other social media outlets, I'm hoping they have it on GPB, but I doubt it.
Mm-mm.
It would give you an opportunity to see fundamentals versus I don't want to say thugs, but up and right. I'm just gonna say an upper rising
Physical, super physical.
team. Yeah, discipline versus physical. Which one gonna win?
Mm.
And bro,
That's best.
when I got my pickles, right,
Yeah.
and I was sitting there looking at it, and I got to that game. You can ask Jess. I was like, Jess, I need some help. I don't know. That game is just one of those games that you got to scratch your head. You really don't know the outcome. If you like you said, you go and look at both of them play. Do the dominance of East Side being the Broad Street bully type thing? Do it play over that fundamental, uh,
Discipline football.
traditional? Yeah, excuse me. That North Oconee is gonna bring. It's just, man, that's one that you just shake your head at. Like, what's gonna happen?
And
Okay, so
my
go
my
ahead.
bad for saying thug shit. That's what they said about us for years.
How you doing, Terrence Johnson? He laughed. No, I think the word was goons, but it was actually a compliment.
Yeah.
Tick says, Mayor Preston drank some water from the Oak Mulga if they think they win against LaGrange.
Heck no.
I don't know if you
And
have
come to
you
think
all
about
seen
it,
the Oak Mulga, huh?
the Oak Morgan run on the northeast side of Mayor Person, right? They do got the Ichicony Creek that runs on the south side also.
That
The
man, forget
Ichicony.
all
I
that.
don't know.
How long did it? How long? Nah, forget that. How long did it take for him to find the correct spelling of that word of that creek or river, whatever it is?
Oak Mulga, I mean, we see it all the time around here.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
When you live in Macon, you see it all the time.
they
okay.
live
Because
in
I sure would have
east.
had to ask Siri. I sure would have had to ask Siri, and Siri be
Oak
like, "What
Mulga.
did you say?"
They live in
Yeah,
northeast Macon, and they call it the east side.
we not going there. Um, but anyway, you listen. You need that water. If you drink some water from Oak Mulga, you need it purified. I don't know if you ever seen the Oak Mulga, but it's browner than a mug.
It
Danny
ain't
said,
better than the Chattahoochee nowadays.
yeah. Danny says you can't sleep on Thomasville. Glenn said you said the same thing about where. Morris said he's been watching the little tape. Let us know what you see on tape, Morris. Uh, Dwayne, go to bed. Sis say you need taking medicine. Um,
What was the where comment? What was said about where?
Thirsty, what'd you say about where?
I thought someone
All I
said that
know
you
is
said the
I
same
ain't even
thing
talk
about
about
where.
where today, but all I know is we're gonna lose the Benedictine.
Nikki says he doesn't think Dublin will win. I will say that Nick Fletcher, shout out to Nick. He's not on here now, but I do recall him saying, I think it was the last show, he said that he actually went over to see Swainsboro in Dublin, and Dublin, blew Swainsboro out. But what he said, based on what he saw, they can definitely be beat. He wasn't that impressed. Morris Chill says North Oconee will stream the game Friday on YouTube. So
Okay.
if y'all can check it out there. Terrence said he knows he didn't mean any harm. Are you from East Side, Mr. Johnson? Let us know. Obadiah says I've learned to just listen and fight my own battles, and that's TCC. Maybe others should learn the same thing, but let me hush and just listen. Yes, Deshaun, there is a GPTV app. He can't watch it here in South Carolina. It is. There's an app.
Yep. There's
Uh,
an app, and they stream their games on there. You can keep up with the scores and all that stuff too.
yeah. Uh, Lucy Lane and Thompson play on 10-18. Lucy
Lucy Lane.
Lane.
I ain't there. Well, all I'm saying, Thompson, don't let Lucy Lane shock the world.
Oh man, you better not.
It's possible right now. That's all we saying.
I
I
already
mean,
told y'all Lucy Lane will beat one of the two, Thompson or Burke. So it's gonna happen.
well, I'll be down in uh Decatur County, Georgia that night. So I don't know.
I thought Decatur County was in Alabama. Okay.
It is. They got more than it's more than
No,
one.
no, no. I understand. I understand you trying to throw your stalkers off. I get it.
What?
Sir, Bainbridge is Decatur County.
Nah, I'm just messing with.
Oh, you're a Thomas County Central fan, Mr. Johnson. Okay. Um, yeah.
And if everything go well, we'll be down in Decatur County in that F-150. So y'all know what Jessica be doing.
It's your F-150. Hell, it don't matter.
My lord.
I can't do nothing with that. Like, duh.
What? Y'all ain't riding Black Beauty?
No,
I
Black
gotta
Beauty.
give Black Beauty a rest, man.
Let's get Black Beauty a rest. My baby
The
be able
black,
to go.
the Black Marauder.
Tick, I always behave myself. Think about me and my friends.
One thing about it, I think there's only one person that probably know you better not do that. Coming in on these, and that's T. So
Whatever. Tick, just think about me and think about my girls and ask
my
yourself the
lord,
question again. You
my
say you
lord,
better behave yourself. Do you think we wouldn't behave ourselves?
my lord.
Marquis said, win or lose, I'm still coming on. He loves his Thompson Bulldogs. Um,
That's what you're supposed to do.
Have that same energy after the loss.
yeah. Dwayne said he want to see Peach versus the Grove this year.
Now you gotta wait till next year on that
Me
one,
too,
buddy.
me too, Dwayne. I want my
Oh,
list back.
hold on. Yeah, next year. Yeah, you gotta wait till next year on that one.
No, we can watch them this year. What you or why? Because you don't think you're gonna make the power ranking.
Oh, we're gonna make the power ranking. We're
Okay.
gonna make the power ranking. You know what time is it? We got what? We stand on for 2 hours.
No, I actually would like to go on and finish up my dinner, but it won't take
Okay.
long. But no, it's fine. I just got a late start. Oh Lord, he want to ask me about one of my sorrows, but that's a back end conversation. Oh Lord,
I
Ted,
don't.
don't do me like that. Knowing you like I do, my Lord, seriously, I know you will, homie. He said he knows I'm gonna behave myself.
My lord,
We have a good time, but we know how to act.
my lord. Tick,
Anyway,
I'm telling you, I don't know where you were, Tick. You had left, if you had walked off or whatever, but during the classic last year, just said one word. When I tell you about 9, 10 of them just start rushing me like they were finna do something to me. I had to start apologizing for stuff I didn't even know what I was apologizing for.
he enjoyed every second of it.
Every bit of it, smiling like a mother.
What? I ain't say that. Yeah, so don't even worry about him. But yeah, guys.
Oh, can I say
Yeah,
one thing?
yeah.
The one dude I never thought would start in the NFL is starting on Sunday.
Desmond Ritter.
Nope.
Nope.
Who?
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler will be starting for the New Orleans Saints.
What?
So if you play fantasy football, grab the defense that's playing New Orleans.
Now, let me tell you something. Y'all hear it here first. Y'all know how yo is. I tell you to check my receipts. Spencer Rattler gonna go out there and ball out of control to the point where they gonna start talking quarterback controversy for New Orleans. And here's the thing: It's not even that he's just that talented. It's just that's how it always play out in the NFL. A guy that you be like, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna be that good. An injury happened, and he get his opportunity, and the next thing you know, he's looking like he one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
But
So
all I'm saying is go back on Netflix and watch QB1.
who are they playing?
They got Tampa, don't they?
Oh,
I think
Tampa
so.
Bay. Yeah, that's what Morris said. Tampa Bay. Okay. Dwayne says he's gonna show out in the first 3 to 4 games.
I agree, Dwayne. That's how it play out. Watch.
Nah,
We'll see.
How about them Falcons? How about that though? How about them Falcons?
Marquis says Sam Darnold has Minnesota rolling.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't forget, Andy Dalton don't turn Carolina a little bit.
Speaking of Carolina, and we can get back to that because I got another question about the Jets because Sam Darnold didn't do nothing up there. What is it? And I know they fired their coach. So what does that say about the Jets? Is there a problem within the Jets organization?
Man, that Aaron Rodgers doing. Let's be real.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If them cowgirls come down here with anything other than fanny packs on, we gonna spank them like they stole something.
This was what? Damn it! I was finna ask something. Oh, did y'all hear what the Carolina coach said in his press conference?
Nah, what he say?
That joker actually said that he put Bryce Young back in the game Sunday because he didn't want to get the other quarterback hurt.
Oh, so like he intentionally gonna get Bryce Young hurt, but he don't want Andy Dalton.
Yes.
Well,
And I was like, I can't believe he said that. I mean, and said it like it was nothing.
Ooh, Deshaun Hunter. I love your comment.
He says Hassan Reddick to Atlanta.
my lord.
Well, you know they talking about a 3-team trade for Devontae Adams. 3 teams being involved in that trade.
But with the defense we got now, and you add him,
yeah, that'd be great. Marquise and Tick seem to think Aaron Rodgers is the problem.
yes, that's the problem. That's the problem. He's the one got that coach fired. He's the problem. And it was I'll tell you, it was a team It was Drew Brees, it was Aaron Rodgers, it was Tom Brady, it was Ben.
I don't know who you said.
I don't know why you said Tom Brady because Bill wasn't going nowhere.
Still causing problems, man. Sit your butt down.
Yeah,
Trust me, we don't want Devontae in Atlanta. I don't want Devontae in Atlanta.
Adams to Atlanta is career suicide.
I don't want Devontae in Atlanta. I'm good with Mooney is balling right now. I'm good with the receivers we got.
With a little cute self.
I'll have mustard. I hope you don't drive no L-150.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing, child. You can admire.
Lies you telling on that one.
Marquis says Aaron Rodgers is the type of person that would throw a rock and hide his hands. I mean, yeah, I don't. You know, I had higher hopes for Aaron Rodgers. For him to be the quote unquote talented guy that he is, you would have thought that he would have had more than one Super Bowl win. But you know,
Aaron Rodgers never had a defense in Green Bay.
Yeah, but
that was the problem in Green Bay. Yeah, take a look at who they had. Clay Matthews, okay, coming off the edge, but after that, once he left, they never had another defense after that.
Yeah, he was cute too. I like Clay Matthews. And Tick says Nathaniel
He's got jungle fever.
Listen, I admire beauty, how whatever color it comes in. Tick says Nathaniel Hackett's offense is slow and antiquated. Well,
I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna put all that on him. Some of the blame does go on to what's the receiver they brought in up there? Lazard. Lazard just ain't lived up to it yet. Ain't lived up to his hype yet.
Mm, mm. Well, John Wilk. We got another Sissy fan on here. John Wilkins says I take Devontae in Dallas, but JJ ain't gonna pay him. He definitely not. Man,
Y'all
they
can't.
got him money. Man,
Shit,
CD.
y'all can't afford him.
Yeah,
Dallas can't afford him.
CD got all your money. Dak and CD got all your money. So what you gonna do with it?
I don't even know why that. I don't even know why them Cowgirl fans even thinking that.
I don't think they're a bit delusional. They like to be that way, so we just let them go.
Okay, you know what? I'll
So
be your Huckleberry.
let me ask these cow. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna ask the Cowboy fans this: how do you truly feel about Dak Prescott? How do you truly feel? Answer that for me. I would like to know.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what the real problem is in Dallas. Dallas ain't got that offensive line no more. Ever since that offensive line broke up, Dallas ain't been the same.
Okay, Wilkins, you
When you
think?
get that,
Mm-hmm.
when you get down into it, it was all Dallas had the best offensive line for years in
They
the
sure
NFL,
did. I remember that.
and we going all the way back to what the team of the '90s when they had Emmitt Smith and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Once that line broke up, it's been a wrap for Dallas ever since.
Tig said he don't want Adams and Jared. John Wilkins said that Dak is overpaid. Um Deshaun Hunter said my own blood played with the Cowboys and I still didn't like them. I know
Ooh,
that's
that's bad now. That's just bad.
right. I mean, it is what it is. Best thing about Dallas Cowboys is them silver breeches. Lord have mercy. Okay. So Tig, how you feel about that? He said, I'm happy the New Orleans Saints lost though. Yeah, I'm definitely. I can't stand. Listen, I have what I call the axis of evil in the NFL. It's three teams that I just can't root for. The Dallas Cowboys, y'all know that. The New Orleans Aints and them doggone New England Cheatriots. I just I, I can't stand them three. I can abide just about everybody else but those three. You know who's surprising me, and I'm happy he's doing well. The Commanders. What's his name? Jaden Daniels.
Oh, that boy is balling up there, rookie of the year.
I'm proud
Ricky.
of him. Like I think they take the East. Somebody said it's gonna be the Eagles, but I think the Commanders take the East. But we'll see. Ain't nobody studying you, Kid Moon.
One
I ain't
thing,
worried about your Cowboys.
one thing I want to say about the Washington Commanders is hopefully this quarterback works out for them with them having new leadership.
Mm-hmm. Dan
Because I'm glad.
Shanahan, he's not over them anymore. He's
No, he had to give up the team a couple of months back.
oh good because he was
Yeah.
terrible. Man said get out to say, oh Lord. Tick says Dakota is my quarterback. True, our line is young. Dakota deserves his bread, especially when you have Sunshine and others who have done less, making 50 million plus a year. Yeah, man. Old Trevor. I don't know what he's doing down there in Jacksonville, but they are upset with him. Marquis said the Eagles don't have enough, in his opinion. Yeah, I want Jalen Hurts to do well, but it's something going on with Philly. I don't know exactly what it is. You think it's the coach? What? I don't know.
Mm. Oh well, with the Eagles themselves,
Mm-hmm.
it's a defense.
Mm. Yeah.
Look, man, this is the first year the Eagles defense ain't got a Fletcher Cox on it on that defensive line. You know, you got some second year players, third year players that ain't really played like that. In starting roles on that defensive line, and that's what the Eagles was all about. Their defensive line before. Um, they just got to get used to it. That's number one. Number two, that offensive line losing Kelsey was a major hit.
Yeah, it was. He was
The
good.
tush push ain't even the same no more.
Yeah, that's what Deshaun just said. Jason Kelsey retired. He ran that O line.
Yeah, just like with the Falcons when they got old boy in from Cleveland. He made a big when we got that center in from Cleveland. He made a major difference on that offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You, yeah. So centers in the NFL, centers are very important.
Morris says all them UGA players have to step up on defense. Tick says the Commanders are going to hit the wall. Wait and see. Okay, so you don't see them winning the NFC East. Let me guess. You see the Cowboys winning the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
Morris
Yeah,
said
that's it, Matt. Yeah, Matt. That's his name, Matt. But they brought him in. Shoot, man, the city was on fire.
John Wilkins says Eagles is on their second offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator. Plus, they lost a lot on defense. Tick says the Sheagles secondary are a serious liability. That's a good one. I never heard the Sheagles. That's funny. Marquis said the Commanders versus the Ravens is going to be a good matchup this weekend. I'll watch it. I definitely watch it. He said the Sheagles secondary. Yeah, it's true. Man, oh man, oh man. So we did go 2 hours tonight, guys. So we certainly thank y'all. We got a question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
What's one menu item at your favorite food joint you want them to bring back?
And if anybody say the Mac rib,
Just
we gonna
block
fight.
them.
We
Just
gonna
block
fight.
them because they clearly ain't got it all. I'll go. I don't want to say it's necessarily my favorite fast food joint, but I will say when Zaxby's got rid of their lemon pepper wings, it hurt my feelings. Cause I don't like the other ones. Tick said the big and tasty at
Now,
McDonald's.
hold on. Is that the same one? Hold on. What was the food item at McDonald's where the hot side stayed hot and the cold side stayed cold? Is
That
that
was
it?
that's the McDLT.
Yeah, I missed that right there.
The big
Fold
and
that little styrofoam over.
yeah. The big and tasty, if I'm not mistaken, it was a cheeseburger with bacon, lettuce, tomato. Well, I don't know if it had bacon on it. I think it bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion. Deshaun said 2-piece nasty box. If you know, you know. I don't know what that is. Where's that? That's a local
Chicken
thing.
Delight in Thomasville.
Chicken Delight. Is
Yes,
it out of business?
they have new owners. Everything is just.
It's not. Oh man, that shrimp boat chuck wagon. Shout out to my Fort Valley folks. Your chuck wagon and your 14 fries. Or wing special from the big chick. And I ain't talking about the big chick that was up there on 49. I'm talking about the one that was on the corner of Spruce Street and Highway 341. I missed that place. Deshaun said red bone wings. They sound like they were good. Oh yeah, red. Oh, you talking about red bone? Oh yeah. Yeah, he had some good ones. And he had a delivery service. They were pretty good. I had to think about what he was talking about. Shout out to Redbone. Anybody else? I will remember this later on when the title of East Champion is made. Okay, Brian. T said, yes, sir. A 2-piece nasty and a beverage from McNish. I think that's the name in Thomasville. That
That is
sounds like it.
definitely the name. Stay off the south side. What you know about my hood?
Tick,
He says,
Tick has lived. Just know that Tick has lived.
he
John
says, stop.
says a strawberry milkshake from McDonald's.
Man, I just want McDonald's bring the ice cream machine back.
That
Son,
ain't nothing wrong with that ice cream machine. They just don't
They
want
just,
them bitches
I know
broke
they just don't
globally.
want to clean it.
it broke. It ain't. He was in the video. Oh Lord, Lord, that's all. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I want some. I need to try some local eateries when I get down to Decatur County. What's in Bainbridge that's local? I don't think we got no Bainbridge people on there on here. But yeah, I need to know where to go. So let me see what else do I miss. The McDLT wasn't bad, but it was cumbersome. They had to have them big old bags, and you got that big old styrofoam box. This ain't make a whole bunch of sense.
Shit. Either that or bring back the 59 cent the 59 cent cheeseburger. Shit. That'll work too.
Oh man,
I
the
know,
good
right?
Lord.
Eh,
Oh.
But yeah. I
And
can't.
shout out to everybody at the Georgia National Fair tonight. Genuine is there. I'm sure everybody is out and about. I'm sure all the aunties out there going to look at Genuine. Shout out.
Genuine don't look genuine no more.
He is still the same OG. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Matter of fact, I need to head to I'll head there tomorrow afternoon to get my
Treating
fix.
him treating him like old Montel Williams.
Who is that?
I'm talking about the clumps. When she say, ooh, that Montel Williams.
Oh Lord, no.
So do get me boy.
Anyway, guys, we thank y'all for listening to us tonight. Some of us will be back Friday night. Some of us may not be back. It just
But
depends on how my Friday night goes. For those of you who don't know, it is homecoming in the valley, and so have some tentative plans for Friday night. So yeah, y'all might not see me Friday night, but you will see me Monday. Everybody, the other people they're gonna hold it down for us, for me on
yeah, we're
Friday
gonna do
night.
our best.
But if
It all depends. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Friday night depends on how things go in Fitzgerald.
I'm gonna be here.
Okay, never mind then. We good.
they will be here Friday night, and I might join in. But
I
if
got I
not,
got I'm gonna keep bail money sent off on the side though, just in case.
You gonna keep what?
you gonna keep some
Bail
bail
money.
money on the
Keep some
side,
bail money on the side.
just in case.
You
Uh,
ain't gonna need it. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. I promise.
I ain't worried about you, this mama.
She ain't even going. We good.
Okay, even better. All right, cool.
well, thank you so much, Mr. Hunter. Y'all keep us going too. We look forward to y'all interacting with us. And again, a special shout out to AJ Hill. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come on and talk to us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
We really do. He's a really good kid. And again, if you have some athletes that you would like to interview, just kind of let us know, and then we can clear it with the parents and the coaches, and we can see if we can make it a go.
For sure.
And with that being said, let me go on and cook this dinner real quick because it is very late. So I will. We will talk to you all on the next one.
With that being said, peace up, A Town down.
Good
Sis.
night.
Night night.